Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the biggest, boldest, and most controversial questions circulating across Jamaica and the diaspora. Did they create Hurricane Melissa to buy up cheap Jamaican land and build a futuristic smart city? Now listen, this video is not here to claim the conspiracy is true, but we are here to explore the growing suspicion, the timing, the technology, the political landscape, and who stands to benefit from a disaster of this scale. And by the time we reach the end, you might start seeing things from a different angle. Or you might shrug and say, a pure coincidence that. Either way, let's reason it out together. If you want more videos like this, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. It will really help our community grow. Plus, you will receive notification when we release more content like this in the future. The story begins long before Hurricane Melissa ever developed in the Atlantic. For years, Jamaica has been the center of intense foreign investment. Real estate moguls, hotel groups, tech firms, and wealthy expatriates buying up property, often at prices locals could never dream of affording. Prime beachfront land in St. Thomas, St. Mary, Portland, and parts of Westmoreland used to sell for $80,000 to $150,000 US 15 years ago. Today, some of those same parcels are listed at $1 million US or more, and as land prices climb, ordinary Jamaicans get pushed further out, leading to a heated national debate about ownership, affordability, and whether Jamaica is quietly being sold off. Enter the smart city concept, futuristic, AI-powered urban hubs that many developed countries are rushing to build. These cities feature smart energy grids, self-driving electric shuttles, drone delivery, facial recognition security, climate-resilient architecture, and everything controlled by a central AI system. Around the world, governments and private developers are racing to position themselves in this trillion-dollar smart infrastructure market. And yes, believe it or not, Jamaica has been quietly mentioned in international planning documents as a potential test site for a Caribbean smart city. So when Hurricane Melissa suddenly intensified faster than expected, destroyed thousands of homes, wiped out coastal infrastructure, and dropped billions worth of economic damage, some Jamaicans began asking the question nobody wants to say out loud. Was this just nature, or was something else at play? To understand why this theory is gaining traction, you first have to understand how disaster economics works. When a major hurricane hits a developing country, land prices don't just wobble, they crash. Suddenly, property owners who were holding onto land for years lose everything. Insurance payouts fall short. People need money immediately. And who shows up? Investors, both local and foreign, ready to buy damaged land at a fraction of its previous cost. A beachfront lot that once cost $400,000 could suddenly sell for $80,000 after a major storm. Farmland that was rising in value could suddenly be liquidated for pennies on the dollar. Wealth moves upward. Ownership shifts. And within months, developers swoop in to rebuild with their own blueprints. This is where the smart city speculation comes in. Across the island, people are asking, if someone wanted to build a futuristic development without the hassle of buying out hundreds of families, dealing with existing structures, negotiating decades-old land disputes, or fighting politicians, then a hurricane would clear the path in a single weekend. It wipes the slate clean. It makes resistance impossible. And it creates an opportunity for powerful groups to reshape the island however they want. But the next logical question is, could anyone really create a hurricane? Well, let's talk science, not conspiracy. Weather modification isn't fiction. Countries have been experimenting with it since the 1940s. The United States ran a program called Project Storm Fury, where scientists attempted to weaken or redirect hurricanes. China uses cloud seeding to influence weather before major events. The UAE does rainfall engineering. Russia has claimed capabilities in atmospheric modification, and dozens of patents exist for weather-altering devices, energy pulse systems, and atmospheric manipulation tools. None of this means someone created Hurricane Melissa, but it does show that powerful nations have been experimenting with weather systems for decades. Hurricane Melissa formed unusually fast. It intensified unusually fast. Its path changed unusually fast. And it hit Jamaica directly after years of predictions that Jamaica was overdue for a major storm. Now, sometimes nature is just nature. It doesn't need any help. But Jamaicans couldn't help noticing the pattern. Rising land prices, foreign investors circling the island, sudden talk of rebuilding smarter and more modern, and then, boom, a catastrophic event that resets everything. One of the biggest concerns people have is the idea of land being purchased quietly under shell companies. Researchers estimate that up to 30% of major land acquisitions in Jamaica over the past decade were done through offshore entities. When a storm like Melissa hits, these entities can move in fast, buying hundreds of acres before the average citizen even gets a chance to recover. And if land is acquired in clusters, entire strips of coastline, valleys, or plains, it becomes the perfect foundation for a mega development like a smart city. Picture this: 5,000 acres of land between St. Thomas and Portland transformed into a futuristic eco-city powered by solar microgrids, populated with AI surveillance towers, robot-run farms, electric shuttles, drone taxis, and apartment towers designed for wealthy expats. Sounds far-fetched? Maybe. But massive smart cities are already being built in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, China, South Korea, and Singapore. Investment firms are pouring money into smart districts. Governments are offering land for redevelopment, and climate-resilient architecture is one of the hottest sectors in global real estate. If Jamaica were to host a smart city, it would generate billions. It would attract investors, tech companies, universities, and high-income foreigners. But the downside, locals could be priced out entirely, turning Jamaica into a two-tier society: the smart city elite and everyone else. This is why the conspiracy resonates with so many Jamaicans, not because they think a group of scientists sat in a lab and created a storm, but because historically, the people with the most money always benefit the most when disaster strikes. And that's not a conspiracy, that's economics. Now let's talk timelines. Hurricane Melissa hit, damage is being assessed, relief funds are coming in, landowners are struggling, investors are monitoring, government ministers are announcing rebuild stronger than before. And already, international firms are offering to help design climate-resilient smart communities. It didn't take long, less than 14 days, for the proposals to start floating around. That speed only adds fuel to the rumors. People are wondering, how were these designs ready so fast? How did these companies mobilize so quickly? Did they know something we didn't? But here's the twist. This conspiracy theory, whether true or not, is really a reflection of something deeper: mistrust. Jamaicans have seen too many deals, too many projects, too many foreign takeovers, too many backroom negotiations, and too many promises that benefit everyone except the people living in the communities affected. When a hurricane wipes out someone's home and 2 weeks later a foreign developer shows up offering a buyout, it doesn't feel like opportunity. It feels like displacement. It feels like being pushed aside in your own country. And in that environment, conspiracy theories don't just grow, they thrive. So did someone create Hurricane Melissa to buy land and build a smart city? There's no proof, but there's also no denying the pattern. Disaster hits, poor people suffer, rich people gain. That's not science fiction, that's history. And Jamaica is navigating a future where climate change, foreign investment, technology, and politics are colliding in ways we've never seen before. The real question isn't whether the hurricane was created. It's whether Jamaica is prepared to protect its land, its ownership, and its people from being pushed out of the future being built around them. Because one thing is guaranteed: If a smart city is coming to Jamaica, it will require massive land, massive investment, and massive influence. And whether it is built after a natural disaster or during a period of peace, the battle over who controls Jamaica's land will determine who controls Jamaica's future. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think Hurricane Melissa was simply a tragic natural event? Or do you believe powerful groups are using disasters as stepping stones to reshape Jamaica for their own benefit? Let's talk about it, because the future of our island may depend on asking the right questions today.